One, two, three, four, five. Assalamu alaikum. Hope so you are well today, and today I am going to take a class on business communication, and this course is included in second year BB honors major in accounting. And with you I am Mohammad Hussain, a lecturer, Department of Accounting, Government Hussain Shoaib Sorority College, Magura. Dear participant, today we will discuss about types of communication, and in this case the including parts are as follows: one and two-way communication, verbal and non-verbal communication, oral and written communication, formal communication, and last one, informal communication. So let's see the respective points one by one. But first, we will learn about one-way communication. One-way communication involves the transfer of information in one direction only, from the sender to the receiver. That means there is no opportunity for the receiver to give feedback to the sender. The example are as weather report on television, newspaper, recorded music on the CD, billboard messages are the better example. So the respective diagram as an example: sender, message, and a receiver. Sender will provide information as message and the receiver will receive. But in this case, there is no opportunity to give the feedback to the sender. Now, it is time to understand about two-way communication. Two-way communication is a form of transmission in which both parties involved transmit information. Two-way communication has also been referred to as interpersonal communication. That means another name of two-way communication is interpersonal communication. Say for example, chat rooms and instant messaging, telephone conversation, classroom lectures, etc. The diagram indicates two-way communication. That means sender provides the message to the receiver and receivers has a chance to give the feedback to the sender. So in this case, it is called two-way communication. Now we'll learn about verbal communication. Verbal communication. Okay. In these types of communication, the professional uses language as a vehicle of communication. That means oral communication uses a face-to-face interaction between the sender and receiver. A face-to-face interaction between the sender and receiver. Say for example, making presentation and appearing for interviews. Written communication. In case of written communication, the sender uses the written mode of transmit his or her message. Example greater, writing reports and emails. So verbal communication means a face-to-face interaction between the sender and receiver by using professional language. Professional uses language. Okay. Now, non-verbal communication. When a message is communicated without using a word, the process requires a non-verbal cues to be transmitted and received. Say, for example, physical expressions, posture, eye contact, what person's voice, sign language, body language volume, pitch, voice modulation, etc. Again, I would like to give the example. Physical expressions, posture, eye contact, what person's voice, sign language, body language volume, pitch, voice modulation are the better example of non-verbal communication. Communication includes both verbal and non-verbal forms. Am I right? Okay. Now it is time to gather knowledge about formal communication. Communication takes place through the formal channel of the organizational structure along the lines of authority established by the management. Again, communication takes place through a formal channel of the organization structure along the lines of authority established by the management. If we follow the picture, here is a formal meeting. It is a formal meeting, and in this case, one person moderates the meeting and respective other participants are discussing on the respective issue. However, such communication are generally in writing and may take any of the forms, policy, manuals, procedures, and rules books, memoranda, official meeting, reports, etc. We should keep in our mind about the formal communication. There are some particular features are exist. Uses official channel, mainly used for vertical communication, used for task-related communication, major media for routine communication. It may be oral or written. Now, informal communication. Informal communication arising out of all those channels of communication that falls outside the formal channel is known as informal communication. Informal communication does not follow lines of authority, is as case of formal communication. Such communication is usually oral and may be covered even by simple glance, gesture, or smile or silence. The example in this case, talking with friends. And it is strongly required to keep in your mind for informal communication, organizational hierarchy not followed, free follow-up information, rapid communication, information may be destroyed, lack of evidence. These are the features of informal communication. Now, what are the basic difference between formal and informal communication? So let's take a closer look at the difference between formal and informal communication. In case of formal communication, it is an official channel. In case of non-formal communication, it is not an official channel. It is an unofficial channel. Planned and systematic cuts cross formal relationship. Goal and task oriented. Individuals goal and need oriented. Formal communication is impersonal communication. In case of informal communication, personal and social communication. Stable and rigid. Formal communication is stable and rigid. Flexible and instable in case of informal communication. Slow and structured. Fast and unstructured. Authentic, little chance of a distortion. Non-authentic, bigger chance of distortion. So, dear participants, I hope so you understand very clearly this discussion, and you can able to write down on your answer script if these types of question may arise in front of you. Thank you. Wishes with the best of luck. Thank you. Thank you all for staying with me. Allah Hafiz.